We see Alan and Ray who are going to shoot a documentary in the Arctic. To go to the Arctic they had to travel on a boat. Due to not getting a cab at the airport, these people are late to reach the port. But it was lucky that the boat was still waiting for them. They had lost their luggage at the airport which had their cameras etc. Now how did they shoot the film? These people hire a local man to shoot the film whose name is Sean. Finally these people board their boat and their journey begins. In this boat they were traveling with many other tourists. Everyone was very happy and excited. Ray and Alan start making their documentary which was getting recorded by Sean. But with his work they are not very happy. But they are helpless, they can't find any other cameraman at this moment. Sean's attitude was also very strange. Sean always had a box which had an old-style radio-like device. He never kept it away from him. But after breakfast he accidentally left it on the table. Ray, who is curious about this box, what is in it, that Sean always carries it with him. He opened it, saw it, put on the headphone and turned on the device. There was no recording in it, there was just a strange sound, some sound wave which he also told Alan. In the meantime he saw Sean coming from a distance. He quickly turned off the device, put the headphone back in the case and closed the case. Sean quickly came and took the device from here. Anyway, after that they send Sean to record the scenery outside. Alan tries to contact his family and he finds out that he can't contact from here because there is no signal in the middle of the sea. Here we also know that Alan's wife was upset with him. After that we were shown that Ray started shooting the documentary again. He interviewed the captain of this tour. He asked the captain why people live in Arctic. This is a completely different place from the world. It is such a dangerous place. There is no signal here. On which the captain said that this place is very close to nature and people come here for their peace. After picking up the interview, Ray saw here that blood was coming out of a bird's eye. This was a very strange thing. Ray also wanted to show this bird to Sean. But before that the bird flew away from there. Anyway, confused Ray now went inside the boat where Alan was talking to two scientists. These scientists were doing research that how sonic waves can destroy the whole world in a short time. Alan was listening to them for a long time. After Ray's arrival the scientists leave from here. Ray and Alan start talking to each other. Where Alan was very upset because of his family. Ray encouraged him. He was about to tell Alan about the bird incident. They heard a strange noise outside. When these people went outside they saw a very strange scene there. A seal was eating its own child. This was the first time they saw such a dangerous scene in their life. The captain also says that he has been here for so many years but he has never seen such a scene before. He was scared and took all the travelers inside. While Sean started recording all this, Alan and Ray also consider it as a part of the documentary. They talk a little about it and then go to their other companions, where the captain was grilling fish for all of them. Ray did not like it so Ray and Sean did not eat it. But Alan ate that fish and after eating it he started feeling sick. Alan started vomiting and he went to washroom. Sean and Ray were still working on the documentary. Then suddenly Sean noticed that the sound of birds flying in the air has increased a bit. When he looked up the birds were not flying in the regular pattern and the noise was unusual. Suddenly the birds started disappearing. Before he tell about this to everyone he turned around and saw that all the people have been disappeared except Ray and Alan. Strangely there was no one here on the boat except 3 of them. He looked at Ray surprised. Sean had recorded all this. He saw in his recording that people had really disappeared and he was confused how all this happened. Ray felt that someone was pranking them. He went inside and told this to Alan but they did not find anyone. Then he realized that something really wrong has happened here. Now these people ask Sean that you were recording everything. Did you know what is happening? But Sean also told that he himself did not understand what has happened here. They now took their cell phone to call someone for help but there were no signals here. Alan's condition was getting worse. He was bleeding from his mouth. Here, Ray now goes to the boat's control room and tries to contact the headquarters but he does not get any answer from there. Now Sean, who was watching everything, saw an island far away. It was a matter of joy. These people could go there and ask for help. He came quickly and told this to Ray and Alan. Alan did not want to go there but in the end, Ray convinced him that it is better to go there and ask for help. Now Alan also came up. As soon as he came in the light, Ray saw that there was a cut on Alan's neck. But Alan did not remember anything that how this happened with him. This wound was very deep and it was necessary to treat it. Before Ray came, Alan also got a camera which was of a tourist. Everything was recorded in this camera that how all the people disappeared in a second. Seeing this, Alan gets more worried. These people now take important things from here and sat in a lifeboat and start moving towards that small island. When they reached there, the strangest thing happened that they did not see any human being even in such a big town. They did not believe their eyes. They thought that people might be inside because of the cold. They decided to search the town and they moved ahead. But every hotel, every mall, every house was empty. They did not even know what is this place. But from the written things here they thought it is Russia. Sean told them, now we will stick with each other because I feel the situation is getting worse. The mall they had come to investigate was now filled with strange noises coming from the indoor gaming center. They saw that a deer was injured and was suffering. It had the same wounds as Alan had. Surprised, they came out. They came to a hotel and Ray saw soup on the table. It was still hot, which means that all the people had disappeared. Something unnatural happened here. It felt like it was done by someone because if people died naturally, their corpses would be here. They were talking all about it and then suddenly Alan couldn't control his pain and fell on ground. Ray saw that he had big wounds on his leg. Alan was in such a bad condition that he could not come with them to investigate. After that, Ray and Sean decided to move ahead. Alan moved toward boat to get his medicines and on the way he saw a polar bear who had the same wounds like him. Alan was scared that he would be eaten by bear and Alan would not be able to run. Surprisingly, the polar bear did not do anything to him and walked away. Here Ray and Sean saw a light in a building. They thought there must be someone there. When they went there, they were disappointed because they did not find anyone. A lot of time had passed and it was getting dark. Suddenly, Ray saw a firelight and he thought of Alan. When he went out, Alan was sitting on the ground, but this fire was not done by Alan. He came inside the house with Alan and started thinking of making some arrangements for their food. Alan still had the camera that he had picked up from the boat of a traveler with him. In the footage of this camera, he clearly sees that when everyone disappeared, Sean was recording them. That means he definitely knows something. Alan wanted to tell Ray about this, but Ray did not come alone this time but came with Sean. They decided that they would leave this area soon. They had a lifeboat, but now the problem was that the fuel was low. Ray decided that he would collect fuel from the motor cars present outside. Sean stayed here with Alan. Sean understood that Alan wanted to tell Ray something, so he put the same headphones on Alan's ear and played same sound that he himself was hearing a while ago. Even in such a dangerous environment, he did not forget to hear it. Anyway, Alan fell asleep while listening to it. When Ray came to pick up Alan after fueling the lifeboat, he saw the camera near Alan and saw all the footage in which it was clear that Sean had recorded all those things and Sean was hiding something from them. As soon as he saw it, he ran outside and he caught Sean. He beat Sean a lot so that Sean could tell him the truth about what was going on here. After being beaten so much, Sean finally agreed to tell him that a special kind of experiment was going on here about supersonic waves. The waves are so dangerous and powerful that in just a few seconds they destroy humans or any living being. They kill humans in such a way that no traces were left behind. And even at that time when everyone was killed, supersonic waves were used. It was a hidden military experiment. You and Alan are alive because we had heard the sound wave already that the scientist had given us and it did not affect our brains from the sonic waves. I knew that you both have also heard that sound waves. That's why you guys are alive in front of me today. I did not come here to record this footage for you, but the army people had sent me here. And now that you know everything, I will also be killed along with you because I had to keep it a secret and I could not. Ray was in shock after hearing all this. He asked how did Alan get injured? He said that it is because of the supersonic waves. He actually ate the fish given by the captain which was already infected with those waves. That's why he got a little sick but did not die. After this, Sean tells that the military had given me a satellite phone so that I can contact them and they can rescue me. But now I am not able to contact them, which clearly means that any moment now, all three of us will be killed. Ray, when he came to tell all this to Alan, he saw that Alan was already in a state of death. Alan recorded a last message for his family. After which Ray put his phone and everything in a bag and threw it in the lake so that someone could get it. While on the other side, Sean was still trying to contact the military. Then suddenly we heard a gunshot and it was shown that someone had attacked Sean with a gun and killed him. Where was the killer? It was not shown. Ray had secretly watched all of this and got scared. At this time, the nearby phone rang and he understood that it must be the military because earlier all these phones were not working. He also understood that the military was noticing them and now he will be killed. Will Ray be saved or will he be killed by military? With this mysterious ending, the movie ends here.